Bowling Green. 31-7. The Bulldogs bouncing back after the loss in Death Valley last week. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us on this Saturday. Drew and Aaron upstairs. We'll talk with Nicole Rigoni on the field in just a second. And pretty much flawless offensively for Mississippi State in the first half.
Well, kind of what we expected. I mean, when you have a veteran quarterback with that much talent on the outside, they're in sync. They are in mid-season form right now, and it's been fun to watch. I've seen them on tape, first time live, and it's a scary thing when they get the ball rolling.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch, and so far, Will Rogers has been really spreading the sugar and sharing that wealth, but Caleb Ducking has been his top dog with 2 wide receivers, 2 touchdowns.
This is the most talented receiving core that Mississippi State has had with Mike Leach at the head coach, and there's just so many weapons, and the great thing is, it's not just the receivers, it's the running backs having a big play in this game as well, with Price with a nice touchdown on the second drive, and it's just a good mixture. You got the big guys like Ducking, you got some of the slot receivers that are tremendous over the middle, can really weave in and out, and it's been, once again, a lot of fun to cover this football team this afternoon.
Yeah, little dinking and dunking from Will Rogers, but he's also spun it a few times, and he has been as impressive as it gets statistically through the first 30 minutes, as Bowling Green will start with a football to begin this third quarter. Massimo Biscardi's kick through the end zone, and the Falcons will start at the 25. Bowling Green, in case you're just joining us, is Suns head coach Scott Loeffler out with a health issue, hoping to have him back next week at Akron to start MAC play. Coach Loeffler, we know you're watching at home. Get well soon, my friend. Also missing their starting quarterback, Matt McDonald, so it has been Camden Orth, the transfer from LIU, the junior out of Gainesville, Florida, making his first Bowling Green start. And they start on the ground with Jason Patterson around the left side, and the Falcons pick up 3 on the first play of the second half. Let's go down to Nicole.
Yeah, I talked to acting head coach Steve Morrison. He said we have to have a better field position in all 3 phases. Special teams need to help us out a lot more. We need to play physical, play together, and play tough.
Yeah, there is Steve Morrison, acting head coach in the booth, also coaches the inside linebackers. Down on the field, you see the running backs coach, Brian White, who is the game manager on the field. Second down and 7 for Orth, the 6'3", 230 quarterback. They set up the screen left side to Odu Hilaire, the Alabama A&M transfer, for a short gain on second down.
Well, let's see right now as Orth is calmed down heading into halftime. I actually thought he played just fine in the first half. Let's not forget, this is one of the premier defenses in the SEC, the best conference in all of America that you're getting your first start against. So I thought a little bit jitters early, but I love the fact that they got him on the move a couple times, some play action passes, some bootlegs, easy throws. Took a couple great shots down the field.
Bowling Green with a 3rd down and 5. They're fresh off the win over Marshall last week in overtime. Orth, here comes the heat, and he got smushed. Colin Duncan comes down from his safety position with a head of steam. Falcons 0 of 6 on 3rd down.
Oh, I love this blitz. It's called the pipe blitz. What you're going to get is you're going to get a cross dog blitz from the linebackers. You see both linebackers blitzing, and then right down the pipe comes the safety, right down the middle. Everyone's taken care of. Not so fast. In comes Duncan. You can't stop that blitz. You just can't stop it. You better get the ball to your hands.
Loss of 8. Zach Arnett dialing up a good one. Out to kick it away is Sammy Sir, freshman out of Melbourne, Australia. Xavion Thomas, the freshman out of Louisiana, calls for the fair catch near his own 35-yard line.
Well, not many adjustments need to be made for Mississippi State. That was a thing of perfection there in the first half from Will Rogers and company. 274 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. Really having his way. And this is what this offense needed. A little bit of issues last week, especially when it came to protection up front. Will Rogers was not as accurate as we've seen him in his career, so to have a bounce-back game like this in the first half definitely gets you excited for what this team can do as SEC play continues.
Last week, sacked 4 times, 57% completion, the lowest of his career. Third-year starter for Mike Leach, and they start on the ground with Dylan Johnson, and look out! Across midfield, Johnson down the right after a massive gain on the first play of the second half.
And tremendous job by this offensive line. Love the big boys. Lasoya, the center, number 64, getting up to the second level. And you expect after such a big first half throwing the football, they come out throwing it once again, not so fast. Great run to get things going.
Johnson goes for 40, and Rodgers to the air. Incomplete, and that is a rare sight. Austin Williams never drops passes, but that time he couldn't hang on.
You know what's interesting? Last week versus LSU in the second half, one of the things that hurt them, along with the protection of Will Rogers, was a lot of missed opportunities catching the football. There was drops on drops on drops, something that you don't see a lot from this football team, and that's just a lack of concentration. Letting the ball come in there into your shoulder pads, got to go get it with your hands secured and bring it in. But that's what hurt them last week. You got to keep focused for the entire length of a football game.
Williams' career drop rate 1%, lowest in the SEC, and they'll get 5 yards here on the offsides. David Smith is our referee.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Carl Brooks.
I mean, I know you want to get a head start, against this offense, but my man.
That was egregious. Sets up 2nd and 5. For Rodgers, they set up another screen, and again it's Caleb Ducking, who scored twice in the first half. He's got 5 receiving touchdowns this year, tied for 2nd in the country.
There's a good confidence-building game for Ducking, and came into this game, and every game you kind of look for Thomas, as kind of your premier receiver for Mississippi State. He's been tremendous this year, but it just shows you the depth and the versatility of all these guys and the weapons and how hard it is to really game plan. You want to take one of our guys away, okay, we got 3, 4, 5 more that can make plays out there on the outside.
Ducking near 100 yards, 7 for 96. Rodgers stands in the pocket and throws a bullet over the middle. Caught first down, Mississippi State, as Jaden Walley gets involved.
Well, the first thing when I watch quarterbacks is their footwork and the base. And when you watch Will Rogers, it's always a very calm, collected base where his feet are underneath him. He's able to use that to drive balls down the field. And obviously accuracy increases the more your footwork's on point, and effortless. I'll say that, effortless in the pocket for him.
They throw again on first down. Wide open man. Touchdown Bulldogs. To Lou Griffin. That was sweeter than a scoop of Bully's ice cream.
Woo-hoo-hoo. And that ice cream was pretty sweet during halftime, I'll tell you what, but that might have been sweeter. Cover 2, soft spot in the zone, and it's like throwing over a goalpost for Will Rogers. You got to get it up and down over the defender. Once again, they came out hot here to start the second half.
Then Raybon was perfect on extra points in the first half, and this one is right down the chute.
What did they do after the great first half? They come out, another tutty, 38-7.
I've got that blue sky, I've got that sunshine.
Your father knows about saving money. Everything I'm wearing, I've had since boot camp.
And I just saved on my car insurance for driving safe with USAA.
Auto insurance that flexes with you.
Hit the fit.
That's what we're made for.
What if you were a global energy company with customers in different places on different systems? So you call in IBM and Red Hat to create an open hybrid cloud platform. Now data is available anywhere securely. Let's create a hybrid cloud that can change an industry. IBM, let's create.
Finding the Honda you really want just got easier. With a longer limited warranty, so long. And complimentary oil changes within the first year. You've never been more at peace. with Honda certified pre-owned. Finding the Honda you really want just got easier. With a longer limited warranty, so long. And complimentary oil changes within the first year. You've never been more at peace than with Honda certified pre-owned.
Always moving forward. Movado SE.
Extra Yard for Teachers Week is an annual back-to-school effort led by the College Football Playoff Foundation that brings college sports together to recognize and show appreciation for great teachers across the country. To support Extra Yard for Teachers recognition and resources initiatives, follow @CFP Extra Yard or scan the QR code for more. Mississippi State has taken Bowling Green to school today. It is an offensive clinic. Will Rogers 27 of 34, 294, 5 touchdowns, completing almost 80% of his passes. Just threw his fifth to Tulu Griffin to make it 38-7. And Bowling Green gets the football back. Let's go back down to Nicole.
Yeah, Will Rogers' sister, Anna Grace, is in her first year of teaching at Heritage Academy. She is a 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade math teacher teaching algebra, geometry, and college-level algebra. She originally wanted to become a dentist, but realized she could make a lot more of an impact on humanity. She hopes that every student knows that she is their biggest fan and cheerleader. And Anna Grace told me, I know everyone doesn't love math, but when you come into my classroom, I want you to feel empowered to not only conquer math, but conquer anything in life.
That's awesome. Great stuff, Nicole. Great stuff, Anna Rogers, as well. As Bowling Green starts on the ground with Nick Mosley. Jet Johnson in there on the stop for a short game.
You know, teaching 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade algebra. I know I was a pain in the butt in algebra crap. It was not my forte at all. I more excelled on the football field than in the classroom, but I tried hard. I tried real hard.
I think the only math you excelled in was 3rd down and 6.
You know what? I knew
those numbers.
I knew that, and I knew how to count a light box. 4 or 5. I can count to 5. Okay, there's 5 guys in the box. We should probably run the football. There's 6. Okay, let's throw the ball. That's all I need to know.
You don't want to solve for X with the guys in the box?
No. I'm not paying them anything.
2nd down and 9 for the Falcons, approaching 5 minutes into this third quarter. Camden North, the backup quarterback, rolls to his right, puts it on the money for Harold Fannin, who got blown up, but is dragging a tackler. That was Marcus Banks, who came in, laying the lumber initially to set up 3rd down.
I'm interested to see some of the depth for this Mississippi State defense. We know the starters are talented. As Banks comes up and does a great job of holding on for dear life. Don't let him go. But the secondary is a little thin. This is a great opportunity here in the second half to get much experience, film, and reps in a live situation to go back and learn from.
Falcons have yet to convert a 3rd down today.
It looks like they're going to try to bring that blitz, possibly that pipe blitz, cross dog middle on the inside for the 2 linebackers. What Bowling Green wants to do is slide protection and pick this all up.
Play clock at 3. Orth takes the snap. Here comes the heat. He floats it down the sideline. Caught. Odu Hilaire moves the sticks. How about that throw from the backup quarterback for 18?
Well, it starts with the protection up front. They knew pressure was coming, so they're going to slide protection, essentially turning it into a zone blocking scheme. You see the offensive linemen all going left, running backs there to help. And now you're able to pick up the pressure that you were not able to pick up the previous possession, giving your quarterback adequate time to make the completion down the field.
He put some air on the throw to Hilaire. That's his 2nd catch today. He's now got a catch in 26 consecutive games, going back to his time at Alabama A&M. First time they've converted a third down today, Bowling Green. Near midfield, Orth on the give. The jet sweep is going nowhere. Tayshawn Wimberly didn't have a prayer. DeMonte Russell in there first.
It's hard to run against the big boys of Mississippi State. And you're going to see TFLs after they're built. Just watching, they're built more to stop the run. They will manufacture pressure on quarterbacks through the blitzing scheme, but they're just thick and they're tough to move at offensive line when it comes to the running team, especially when they want to get into this bear look with a head up nose and 2-3 techniques.
On second down and 14, Orth feels the heat. Has to leave to his left. Orth showing off the Jets. The turf monster nearly got him, but he skirts out of bounds after a gain of 5.
I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, coaching staff, when we were on the field before the game, asking about, hey, what's Orth do well? What are some of his strengths? What can we possibly see in this game? And they said, hey, look out for more of the quarterback run. He's a good size, thick body, decent runner. And we haven't been able to see as much of that with him in this ball game to kind of manufacture some running yards. Anytime you're going against a defense that's a little bit bigger than you are and stronger up front, if you can get an extra hat by including the quarterback in the run, that's how you steal some yards in the run game.
Bowling Green just converted on third down for the first time today. This is 3rd and 9. Orth evades the rush once, and then he gets dumped. Nathaniel Watson. Buki will get credit for that one. Loss of 5 sets up 4th and 14.
Well, Thurman Timms did a great job once again doing the inside move on the right tackle, being able to come underneath, forcing the quarterback to get off his spot. Then from there, you're just trying to survive as a quarterback. You're moving that much, just protect the football, go down, and do what you can.
Buki Watson had a game-high 11 tackles last week, tied with DeCamerion Richardson, the cornerback. And he has a sack here, sets up the punt. Sammy Sir out to kick it away again. Almost got there. Sir gets it away. It's a solid spiraling kick. Inside the 15 is where Xavier Thomas calls for the fair catch. And that's where SS Starkville will embark on another journey. They hope to the end zone. 38-7 Bulldogs.
Really? Really? Free testing and charging?
And if you need a new one, we've got you.
Really? Welcome to America's #1 battery destination, AutoZone, your battery solution.
Amazon offers free technical training programs to help employees advance into higher-paying careers.
I was looking for a new start, and I found out about this amazing program. They'll train you from the ground up. My salary has increased 3 to 4 times.
I didn't win the lawsuit, but everybody knows I wrote that song.
Flo? Gosh, it's been forever. You look fantastic. It's John. Ham, from the blind date we went on years ago?
Ah, the struggling actor who didn't believe he could save his snapshot based on how and how much he drives.
I'd love to talk about it over dinner sometime.
Well, I usually don't talk on the phone during dinner, but for potential customer Tom Ham, I will make an exception.
Oh, boy.
Finding the Honda you really want just got easier. With a longer limited warranty, so long. And complimentary oil changes within the first year. You've never been more at peace than with Honda Certified Pre-Owned.
Quiet.
When I told Pretty Tony, listen to my tone, you ain't catching you a Tony. Award-winning walk when you running with a shotty. Why you running from us? Why you messing with us? Maybe polar, You ain't ready, ready, roll up. Pull up machete, cut the bamboo paper. Let's roll out, baby, loud. Frankie.
Our stellar SEC football lineup rolls on today at 4 Eastern, 3 Central with number 16 Ole Miss hosting Tulsa. Then at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, LSU hosts New Mexico on SEC Network Plus, and number 2 Alabama hosts Vanderbilt on SEC Network. Every game is also available on the ESPN app, so you can watch anywhere. And folks, I highly recommend watching the Ole Miss Rebels against Tulsa today. Aaron, you like them a lot, right? Ole Miss?
Oh, I love Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss right now, it's hard. Well, first, it's hard to say you love them because they haven't really played anyone yet. Like, I want to see them play against some quality opponents, but, you know, Lane Kiffin did a great job in the transfer portal. I think their defense is legit. I think they got some great skill on the outside. They're running backs, maybe the best running backs in the SEC. They're going to be fun to watch this year.
First down and 10 for Will Rogers and company. Completes it between the hashes to Jameer Calvin, who scored a touchdown earlier.
I know it's this rivalry game between Mississippi State and Ole Miss at the end of the season is going to be electric. I'm telling you, these two teams could be the number 2 and 3 team in the SEC West come into the season.
That's a great call. Might have shades of 2014 with an Egg Bowl with 2 teams in the top 10 or so. Second down and 2. Rogers complete again. That's Ra Thomas, their leading receiver, coming in. The ball is on the turf. And Bowling Green thinks they have it. Of course they do, after the gain of 14. Right now, a Falcon has the football. Jordan Anderson. Sorry, Trent Sims is holding on.
I think Ra got back on it. And he's been a little bit quiet in this game. He is the premier receiver. Love him, especially matched up one-on-one.
Wow.
Hell of a play.
Is it a nest of Falcons? On first and 10, they keep it on the ground this time with Simeon Price, who scored a receiving touchdown in the first half, and the redshirt freshman dives ahead for a short gain.
Going back to Ra, and I think it may be even good news, once again, that you know you have him on the outside, but some of these other receivers are continuing to step up and make plays in this offense. But you know he's going to be reliable and obviously can't put the ball on the ground like that.
Inside of 5 in this third quarter, Rogers feels the pressure, gets rid of it. Then on top of that, maroon and white M incomplete. Trying to connect with Jaden Wally over the middle.
Bringing some heat there for Bowling Green. And going back to last week, we'll talk about the struggles for Mississippi State a little bit. That's what they struggled with against LSU. I thought LSU did a great job of mixing up 4 down, 3 down, bringing pressure, dropping back in coverage, really not allowing Will Rogers to get comfortable. Because usually when you see this offense go against defenses in the SEC, you see a lot of drop 8. Just keep everything in front of you. And LSU's game plan was, now we're going to bring the pressure, we're going to bring the heat and mix things up, and really got to the quarterback.
Third down and 8 for Rogers here. He will uncork. Incomplete. Right through the hands of Ra Thomas, who had a step and probably a touchdown if he could have squeezed it.
Oh, I was about to jump up here in the booth. I was ready to go. I've been waiting for Ra to have that big explosive play this game, and Will Rogers stays in there spinning it.
Heck of a throw. Beautifully
thrown football on that post route. Continues to lead his receiver across the field exactly where you want to put it, in his hands. And that's what Ra's going to be thinking about later tonight. We're looking for mayhem moments. That could have been the one. That could have been the one right there.
Fourth down and 8. Out to kick it away. That is the punter, Archer Trafford. Returned by Jalen Embry just inside the 30 of Bowling Green. A little tease there for my partner. A potential mayhem moment goes by the wayside. Mississippi State still leads 38-7.
We're bringing the plus side to used car buying with Honda True Used. 10 model years of Honda vehicles. Plus 100-day, 5,000-mile limited warranty. Plus 3-day exchange policy. Plus 1 year, 12,000-mile roadside assistance. Equals the better way to buy used. Don't just shop used. Shop Honda True Used.
Good checkup? No, great checkup. Oh, thank you, Doc. We're talking Dental Hall of Fame.
You want a sticker?
For great checkups, Crest has you covered. Because Crest Pro Health protects 100% of your mouth for 24 hours.
Keep up the good work.
Densify from Crest Pro Health.
Like bones, your teeth lose density over time, but Crest has you covered. Crest Densify actively rebuilds tooth density to extend the life of teeth.
Crest, the #1 toothpaste brand in America.
So I said, yeah, you're saving hundreds with the Home and Auto bundle from Progressive, but there's no saving that casserole.
I just love that word bundle. It's so fun. So you have two things coming together like a force of nature. Like it was really meant to be, you know?
Yes. Yes, I do. I'm so glad you want to save money. Rodney, set up a bundle for John Hamm.
Of course. John, is it still cool if I catch a ride home with you?
I never said it was.
You know, but technically you didn't say it wasn't.
It's not.
Yet.
Finding the Honda you really want just got easier. With a longer limited warranty, so long. And complimentary oil changes within the first year. You've never been more at peace than with Honda Certified Pre-Owned.
This year, we're teaming up to bring you Monday Night Football.
And we're back for 10 more weeks.
Either way, you can't lose.
Well, unless you have to wear suits to work. Or you have to leave your basement. Nice. Very nice.
Time for the AT&T 5G Studio Update. Now, the Auburn Tigers, TJ Finley not available. Robbie Ashford on this end-around blocking will end up getting injured. So Holden Garnier is going to be the fourth-string quarterback for Brian Harson's squad to play.
Oh, my
goodness. Auburn fans going to be saying wee-wee with Holden Garnier coming in.
Wee-wee. They're going to be saying Harson something else after the game, maybe.
First down for Bowling Green on a new drive, and Camden Orth will let it fly up the left seam. Lots of contact trying to find Tyrone Broden, his 6'7" wide receiver, Corey Ellington on the coverage.
Yeah, great coverage down the field, and obviously trying to get a penalty on that one. But going back to the for real quick, as we look at the replay, I think good job on the back end.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'd have gotten in the way.
I hate that penalty. I mean, you can essentially underthrow any ball out there.
Sure.
And it's going to turn into a penalty. I think it's silly sometimes. So good job keeping it in there. But Auburn, man, you lose Calzada for the year. TJ's banged up. Now Robbie's, we'll see if he comes back in this game or not, but Harson's on that hot seat.
On second down and 10, Orth fires. It's a dart over the middle. It's caught for a first down. Bowling Green. Griffin Little, the tight end, one of many they use, gains 15.
That's a great play concept. You're going to have an option route that gets the eyes of the linebacker with a dig route over top, and all you're doing is, does the linebacker come up for the option? I'm going to rip that dig right off his ear. If he backs up, I'll dart that option right now, and great job stepping up in the pocket, throwing a laser for the first down.
By the way, Aaron, just to wrap up the Robbie Ashford point, did you ever try to block, ever?
No.
Right, because why? He could get hurt.
Once again, run interference. Just get in the way and get out of the way.
Little Olay action. Under 4 here in the third quarter. Bowling Green keeps it on the ground with Teron Keith, the running back, that is split out wide. And Keith gets up after a short gain, maybe no gain, with a flag on the field.
Line on the play. Personal foul, illegal block below the waist, number 27 on the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It's Esias Furge, and that is an emphasis for officials this year, trying to cut down, no pun intended, on low blocks below the waist.
You have to do it inside the tackle box. It has to be going straight ahead. And I like the rule. I mean, too many times we see in the open field or even cutback blocks by offensive linemen or tight ends where they're taking the knees out of defenders or on offense the other way around. And I know there's some rules that may be overboard, but I think that's a good one for us for the long term.
Jason Patterson, the running back, who gets the call on first down, bounced it outside, twisted down after a gain of 4. Corey Ellington in there first, the safety. That Auburn-Missouri game, that's one to keep an eye on. I mean, if they don't win that one, Harsin might be out the door tomorrow.
I think both coaches are in trouble, honestly.
Yeah.
When you look at what Eli Drinkwitz is doing right now at Missouri, I think, they're tough schedule for both those teams. The SEC right now is, it's daunting, man. It's scary. Each and every week is going to be a challenge, and those two teams are kind of at the bottom of the West and East, and both those coaches, in their third and second year. Crazy that this league, you're already in your hot seat.
On 2nd and 6, tried to set up the tight end screen to Harold Fannin, and the freshman couldn't haul it in too high on the pass.
A little too high, a little bit too much juice there from Orth. Got to find a way to maneuver around. As we see the backup starting to get warmed up there on the sidelines of Mississippi State, and once again, that's the goal of a game like today. It's get in, kick some butt. Get some Gatorade, sit your butt on the bench, and let your buddies get out there and get some PT.
We did see Will Rogers grab his helmet, so maybe he has one more drive in him. Starting quarterback.
Oh, put him on the bench.
Get him some ice cream.
Give him some ice cream. It's good.
3rd and 6. Bowling Green has floundered on 3rd down today, but not when Cameron Orth can escape the pocket and pick up the first down. Jet Johnson finally brought him down, but Bowling Green keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, the issue may be, because he's shown some good running ability right now, is they may not have as much of that zone read playbook inside with Matt McDonald, who usually is their starting quarterback for Bowling Green, but every time he seems to pull it down and run, he's been getting positive yards with his legs, extending the play, getting first downs.
Sideline warning against Mississippi State. They're first.
All right, now this is interesting. Zach Arnett, the defensive coordinator,
Please reset the game clock to 2 minutes, 3 seconds. 2:03.
He has a get-back coach.
Thank you.
So keep an eye on Zach Arnett. He's an intense dude.
There's an opportunity on 1st and 10. They love deep play action, 9-step drops, take a shot down the field.
Now, I formation. When was the last time you saw that in college football? Short gain on 1st down for Nick Mosley.
Yeah, I didn't know fullback still existed. RIP the fullback position. I love the fullback spot. Big shout out to my boy Jacob Hester, one of the greats there at LSU. It's just gone. No one uses it anymore.
No. He was more of a tailback.
He was.
He did crank up the Jets a little bit. Running behind T-Bob Hebert there in Baton Rouge.
Good old T-Bob.
Coming up on a minute left in this 3rd quarter. Camden Orth filling in for Matt McDonald today at quarterback for Bowling Green. Scott Leffler, the head coach, did not make the trip. Hope to have him back next week. Orth throws on a timing route. Receiver didn't get his head around in time. Tyrone Broden, the intended target.
And you got to be careful of that. Essentially what Mississippi State lined up in is a 2 Tampa looks. Those corners are playing the flat. So you can't just pick it up and throw an Omaha route out there and expect your guy not to get blown up if you were able to complete the football. So, where we are in this game at 38-7, I mean, this is I would assume 4 down territory if you're able to get some positive yards here. So be on the lookout, and if I'm Orth at quarterback, if it's not there, let's pull it down and run. You're going to get that all-out pressure look right now. We'll see once again if they check to some sort of slide protection to give him the time he needs in the pocket.
Play clock at 2. They get the snap off. Here comes the heat. That pass is complete to Harold Fannin, and the freshman tight end has space inside the 10. How about threading the needle? Camden Orth put that in a tight window for a gain of 27.
Once again, they saw the pressure coming, and you're going to see the offensive line check to a full slide. Everyone slide left, slide left. Running backs there, and all the time in the world to throw that inside Omaha route and threads the needle there. Missed opportunity there for Mississippi State, going for the home run, trying to make the interception. Preston trying to get his second one. Heck of a throw, but once again, they're seeing the blitz. They're checking to the full slide to give their quarterback time.
First down and goal. Keep it on the ground with Jason Patterson near the 5-yard line. And that should do it for the 3rd quarter. Mississippi State leads by 31. In a game with 45 points through 3. Bowling Green is knocking on the door again. They'll have second and goal from the 5 to start the fourth, but it's been all dogs today. 38-7 State.
She was supposed to be the one. I used to believe in the one. And then I realized there's plenty of savings in the sea. Amazon has daily deals that shake your soul. What? I'll go check on those tater tots.
We're here for free checking.
And more. My way.
Like great online banking.
Putting people first.
You get it all. At Desert Financial, you get free checking, convenience, kindness, and more.
What if you were a gigantic snack food maker who needs to satisfy cravings from Tokyo to Toledo? So you partner with IBM Consulting to manage your supply chain with real-time, data-driven precision. Let's create supply chains that have an appetite for performance. IBM, let's create.
Are you tired of washing dishes? Well, flip the way you clean them with Dawn Platinum Easy Squeeze. It's an upside-down bottle with no cap. You just grab and squeeze. Dawn Platinum's more powerful formula breaks down and removes grease 4 times faster. Huh, nice. No flip, no mess. Platinum is also a go-to grease cleaner for your sink, your countertops, and to pre-treat stains on laundry. Fast, easy. Dawn Platinum Easy Squeeze. Flip the way you clean dishes.
We're bringing the plus side to used car buying with Honda True Used. 10 model years of Honda vehicles. Plus 100-day, 5,000-mile limited warranty. Plus 3-day exchange policy. Plus 1 year, 12,000-mile roadside assistance. Equals the better way to buy used. Don't just shop used. Shop Honda True Used.
SEC Network Football is presented by Allstate, reminding you that football season is mayhem.
The Kid Zone here in Starkville outside Davis-Wade Stadium. The young Sparkies having a great time on a beautiful Saturday here in the SIP. Second down and goal for Bowling Green at the Mississippi State 5. This is the 10th play of the drive for Camden Orth. Backup quarterback filling in for Matt McDonald. Connects with a freshman tight end, Harold Fannin, who gets into the end zone for a Falcons touchdown.
Another sprint out pass, easy throw. Fannin had the 1-yard jet sweep for a touchdown last week. Does a great job getting vertical, cutting his route off. Catch, ball's a little bit off. Goes up there and snags it and then gets north for the touchdown. Heck of a drive once again for Bowling Green.
That's 10 plays, 72 yards, 4 minutes and 40 seconds, capped off by Harold Fannin's second career touchdown. Mason Lawler out for the extra point, and that is true. Harold Fannin, a guy who the coaches say is next in line. They're playing without Christian Sims today. A first-team All-MAC tight end last year, is 5th in the nation in catches among tight ends this year. So no Sims. Fannin's been the guy, and he's taken advantage.
No, he definitely has. 2 touchdowns in 2 games right now. Made some plays in this game. And I think, too, for this Bowling Green team, to know that you have a capable backup quarterback in Orth. You know, I love McDonald. I was so excited to see him play today. I've been really impressed with the way that he's come out there and played. You're talking about a 2-time MAC Offensive Player of the Week, leads the MAC in touchdowns, and obviously unable to go in this game. But to know that, hey, if he does get banged up down the line, you have a capable quarterback in Orth that can, you know, go on the road into a hostile environment against an elite defense at Mississippi State and make some plays and give your team an opportunity to drive the ball down the field.
Lawler kicks it away, with Mississippi State now leading by 24. And Tulu Griffin into the end zone to receive it. And Griffin is very dangerous out near the 30-yard line. That seemed like an iffy decision to go back and return the kick from the end zone, but Griffin is a dynamic returner, one of the best in the country, and sets up Mississippi State with good field position. And we get to see that air raid offense again from head coach Mike Leach, the Pirate in year 3 in Starkville. Here's a guy who has won 11 games in a season at Texas Tech. He spent a decade there. Very successful in his time in Lubbock, then up to the Palouse in Washington State, where his quarterbacks basically led the country in passing every year, and he's been here in Starkville now for 3 seasons. You know, a lot of folks around here saying, last week at LSU, you know, did that prove that the system isn't going to work in this league because they lost a lot of steam in the 4th quarter? Where do you stand on that?
No chance. I think this offense is going to continue to excel. You know what the funny thing is when people say, oh, this offense won't work in the SEC? I think most of the offenses now in this league resemble more of what they're doing offensively. Spread you out, 10 personnel, 1 back, 4 receivers. I think we see more of that than the traditional pro-style offenses. And obviously there's different ways in which the air raid attacks you and options from the receivers. But when I talk about just personnel and spreading you out, you see more and more of that all over. So yes, I think this system will continue to excel, especially when you see the quarterback you have. I mean, yes, you need a quarterback and receivers that have worked together, that understand how to change and a route concept based on cover 2, 3, man, all that good stuff. They have that this year. So it was 1 game. That's it. Like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, I'm still very high on Mississippi State this year.
Rogers complete to Rufus Harvey across midfield into Bowling Green territory with another first down, Bulldogs. I'm with you, partner. I think, you know, the SEC looked a lot different 10 years ago in terms of the schemes they run. Just look at Alabama, right? I mean, they used to be pound and ground and play good defense and win with Eddie Lacy and Derrick Henry and company. Now they're wide receivers and quarterbacks win Heisman trophies.
We covered a team last week in Tennessee. You know, same thing. They want to spread you out. RPOs, zone read, quick screens to the outside.
And speaking of screen, they set it up to Tulu Griffin, and look out, he's got tons of speed inside the 35 of Bowling Green. Another first down.
Well, I think the biggest thing that won't be concerning for this offense this year is just the protection on the outside, the protection at the tackles. I think if there is a weakness on this team, both tackles have to get better. And when you go against defenses that have better corners and guys that can match up on the outside, that you needed to, you know, more developing routes, that's going to be an issue. That's what we saw last week from LSU.
J.J. Jernigan is the running back. Rogers opts to throw, and he just airmailed it a little bit, trying to find Jordan Mosley as Mississippi State cycles through some skill position players here in the 4th quarter. Rogers, by the way, is up to 62 career touchdown passes. after this year, if he wants, he's got 2 more years of eligibility. Aaron, do you know who the all-time leader in touchdown passes in the SEC is?
I think I do.
That would be Aaron Murray with 121. So Rodgers is on pace to break that record if he wants to stay.
I think he should go to the NFL this year.
So he should go right now.
Yeah. No. He should play this year out, but I think after this year, he's proven who he is. He should move on to the NFL. 100%.
That time he completes. So, Austin Williams.
You know what I said, man, like if I was lucky enough to play 4 years, and that's why I had the opportunity to throw so many touchdowns. But if you have 4 years, especially playing in this offensive system, you're going to throw in a lot of touchdowns. So yeah, if he comes back next year, I will gladly move over number 2 for him because I like him a lot.
First down, Rodgers complete. Again, the timing is right on the money to Justin Robinson for another first down. And this is a surgical drive for the Bulldogs.
Oh, my, it just looks effortless. And I'll continue to talk about and harp about his base and just watch his lower half because people think quarterback, they think arm. But even the best quarterbacks in the NFL, from Rodgers to Patrick Mahomes, they're so sound fundamentally from the waist down with the feet to the hips and being able to generate power from there and staying calm. And Will Rodgers is just like that when it comes to his base.
He's 6 of 7 on this drive. Rodgers with time. Wide open Bulldog is Jaden Walley. And Will Rodgers has his 63rd career touchdown pass, inching closer to Aaron Murray.
And love the play design in the red zone. Just a bunch of crossing routes. Everyone's crossing from left to right and 3 crossing routes from right to left. And then the defense gets confused. Who's going to get who in the zone coverage? And all of a sudden, out the backside pops out Walley for an easy touchdown.
This Mississippi State offense is overwhelming. 45-14. Bulldogs back up by 31 with 11:37 to play.
It all starts with an idea. That's why we're ringing in a new era of education, nurturing big, bold ideas, and forging a new way forward. Through hands-on experience, leading research, and unmatched innovation, we're solving today's most pressing challenges with great ideas and new ways of thinking. Mississippi State University, taking care of what matters.
We're bringing the plus side to used car buying with Honda True Used. 10 model years of Honda vehicles. Plus 100-day, 5,000-mile limited warranty. Plus 3-day exchange policy. Plus 1 year, 12,000-mile roadside assistance. Equals the better way to buy used. Don't just shop used. Shop Honda True Used.
We decided it's time to put a different kind of power tool in your hands. Store Mode in the Home Depot app gives you in-store tools made to help you get more done. To guide you every step of the way and explore products quickly with the scan. That way you get the top brands at the best prices without missing a beat. It's made for doing. Download the Home Depot app and see how doers get more done.
Hulu Ad Manager is the easy way for businesses like yours to advertise on Hulu. Think of it, your ads on a platform with the best TV around. Get started for as little as $500 per campaign. Sign up for Hulu Ad Manager today.
Guys, I got a game today. I need a ride.
But it's only Saturday.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. College kid.
Who took my helmet?
Ready.
Where are my socks?
I need more club.
Have you seen my pads?
Fashion.
I'm coming, Baker.
So where are we headed this week?
Texas.
Texas. Road trip.
Welcome back to Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville. Mississippi State leads 45-14 over Bowling Green. Will Rogers with 6 touchdown passes, the latest one to Jaden Walley. Drew Carter, Aaron Murray, Nicole Rigoni back with you from the second oldest stadium in FBS. Only Bobby Dodd over at Georgia Tech is older. That one built in 1913. This one 1 year later in 1914. Still a pristine place to watch a college football game. Some fans still around, ringing those cowbells. Temperatures up in the high 80s. It is a beautiful Saturday morning into afternoon. Let's go into the studio.
We have a whole lot of football and even a little bonus baseball going on. Take a look at all of our networks right now, showing you everything, the best of everything that's going on right now. Clemson, Wake Forest, back-to-back, and Aaron Judge looking for home run number 61, not going to get it there. We'll keep you updated, guys.
All right, good stuff, PB. How about Wake Forest and Dave Clawson, the former coach at Bowling Green, with a lead at home against Clemson? The Tigers came in as a touchdown favorite in that one.
Yeah, I think they just tied it up right now. It's a 28-28, and man, Sam Hartman is a stud at quarterback. The way they run that zone read RPO system, the super delayed before you pull it and throw it down the field, is just tough, and it neutralizes a great Clemson defensive line.
Injured Bulldog. It's Colin Duncan, one of their top safeties, the senior out of Montgomery, Alabama, getting some attention. And aside from 2 drives, this Mississippi State defense has been locked in.
No, and they got hurt a little bit last week, and I mean, they played great for the majority of the game versus LSU, and really shut them down. And then there in the fourth quarter, Jaden was able to get some big runs and move the ball down the field, and obviously able to pull away late with a late touchdown run from one of their running backs there. But man, they are solid at all 3 levels, and good to see him getting up.
There's the defensive coordinator, Zach Arnett. High energy guy in his mid-30s. He's got a unique 3-3-5 look on defense. They throw a ton of looks at you. Simulated pressure. This is a hard offense or hard defense to play against.
Yeah, it's a lot to prepare for, because like you said, you have to prepare for the 3 down. They will have plenty of opportunities where they put 4 defensive linemen down. I love what they do with Tyrus Wheat, moving him over on the defensive formations.
False start, 76 offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
And sometimes it leads to confusion pre-snap for the other guys.
Well, especially when you move Wheat around. I think I said it earlier in the broadcast, but everyone has a different word for his position. I call him the spinner. And you always have to locate where exactly he is, because the majority of the time he is a rusher, whether he's hand in the dirt or if he's at the linebacking spot that he is right now. A lot of times that he's still going to be coming after the quarterback, so you want to declare him as you see him sneaking up there to possibly bring some pressure right now on the quarterback.
Camden North still in there. They give it to Jalen Jennings, new running back in the game for Bowling Green. Jet Johnson tackles him to bring up 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, so as an offense, you get to the line of scrimmage, you say, okay, hey, 3 down. Hey, 2's the spinner. You essentially make him a down lineman, and then from there you have to declare a Mike linebacker. So there's just a lot of pointing, figuring out communication going on from an offensive standpoint. That's why we've seen in this game a lot of, get rid of that nonsense. Let's just slide protection so we don't have to worry about it.
Bowling Green started 0 for 6 on 3rd down. They're 3 for 4 since. Coming up on 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Teron Keith is back in there at running back. Or throws incomplete. He was looking for Levi Gazarek, the tight end, on the out route, and it brings up 4th down and 5.
Yeah, just been a little bit high on those out routes today. And quick throws, just as a tight end or fullback bodies, which are tight, just put it on the big guy. Don't make those guys reach up to try and make a play on the football. But a great job Mississippi State getting off the field there on 3rd down.
Brings out Sammy Sir for his 7th punt of the game. It's a good one inside the 30. Xavier Thomas has it. And he fights ahead for a few yards to set up Mississippi State there. Looks like Will Rogers is coming back out for another drive. And we will see him when we come back.
I've got that blue sky, I've got that sunshine.
Turning your squad into a car wash? Weird flex. Turning your squad into a carpool so you drive less? Good flex. Auto insurance that flexes with you. That's what we're made for.
Really? Really? Free testing and charging? And if you need a new one, we've got you.
Really? Welcome to America's #1 battery destination, AutoZone, your battery solution.
Meet Febrez's Miracle Spray. Febreze Fabric Refresher.
I literally use this every day to make my house smell amazing after I make the bed, after my dog jumps off the couch. So I can wear my jacket or jeans one more time before I wash them again. It even makes shoes smell fresh. It doesn't cover up odors with scent, but actually eliminates them.
Over 1,000 uses. Febreze Fabric Refresher.
This year, we're teaming up to bring you Monday Night Football.
Eli, do they make Joe and Troy stand the entire time?
Hey, what are you guys doing here?
We're back for 10 more Monday nights.
Yeah, well, we've got over 20 years of legendary calls together.
We've got a secret handshake.
Look, either way, you can't lose.
Well, unless you have to wear suits to work.
Or you have to leave your basement.
Nice. Very nice.
Let's check out today's Mayhem Moment brought to you by Allstate. Mississippi State pouring it on, led by Will Rogers with a cool 6 touchdown passes.
Just another day at the park. One-on-one on the outside. Throw it to the big 6'5 receiver, ducking. He's having a great game, as well as his starting quarterback, Will Rogers, who is still on the field. But man, 36 of 46, 6 TDs, ties a career high. So maybe that's why he's still on the field. They want to break his record. Get to 7 touchdowns.
Let's put up a 7-piece.
It's a good feeling right there. You'll sleep good tonight.
Will Rogers to throw. And that was dangerous, but it was caught. That's Scooby Ford who goes down to make the catch.
Great job right there. I actually love the location of that football, being able to allow the receiver Scooby to protect himself with that safety coming downhill.
Bulldogs looking to add some insurance after the All-State Mayhem moment here. Up by 31 over the Falcons. Simeon Price, the running back, gets the call on first down and has a short gain. So Mississippi State will be home next week for Texas A&M. The Aggies get Arkansas at Jerry World this week.
Oh man, that's a good game tonight. I am excited to see that one. I think both those teams are. It's like weakness on weakness. Arkansas can't cover and A&M can't throw. So which weakness is going to be better tonight is going to be the one that wins the football game. So it's going to be a heck of a game there in Jerry World, and Mississippi State gets the chance to kind of enjoy this victory tonight, get back, watch that game tonight, and start taking some notes. But man, that is a heck of a schedule going forward. But I said earlier, man, the SEC West ain't no joke.
We've got 4 ranked games in a row, then Auburn and Alabama after that, as Rogers is incomplete. He's over 400 yards today, by the way, trying to find Scooby Ford that time. He sets up 4th down and 3. This will be good watching for Mississippi State tonight at Jerry World, because you get to see your next 2 opponents.
Yeah, start taking those notes, and hopefully those 2 teams beat each other up, so Mississippi State feels pretty good and healthy heading into that game next week. But you kind of know, man, this is the mini NFL, for goodness sakes. Like, you're going to have to compete and show up and bring your heart out every single Saturday.
4th down and 3. They're going for it. And J.J. Jernigan, the running back, moves the sticks for the Bulldogs. Now 2 for 3 on 4th down today. And that's it for Will Rogers. Sawyer Robertson comes in.
Let him break his record. If you're going to put him in there, let him break his dang record. What are we doing, Coach? Come on, Coach Leach. It's like teasing the quarterback. Oh, we're going to put you out there. You're going to go break your record. Man, not so fast.
Not so fast.
Got to keep him
friend.
humble, I guess. I don't know.
So here comes Sawyer Robertson, the redshirt freshman from Lubbock, and his first snap ends in a sack. Cassius Howell came in there and said, "Welcome to the game."
Yeah, or maybe he knew that his quarterback was going to get sacked. Leach is just that
He's
smart.
just playing 4D chess out there, man.
He just knows that my quarterback is going to get sacked. Let me get him out of there. Robertson, I'm sorry, but you're going to be sacrificed on this next play.
4-star recruit out of Coronado High School in Lubbock. He's appeared now 3 times this year against Memphis, Arizona, and Bowling Green. And Robertson, with time this time, completes it to Jernigan, the running back, swinging out of the backfield, who is cut down after a short gain by Chris Bacon. There's Will Rogers. He's got the helmet off, and what a day at the office for him. 38 completions on 49 attempts. How about this, partner? In 3 games this year and 4 appearances, he's completed at least 38 passes.
Oh, my goodness. Man, he is efficient. He knows this offense, and I'll say it's not just dinks and dunks. He pushes the ball vertically down the field. We saw it all afternoon.
Robertson tried to shovel it away to Jernigan, and that'll set up 4th down and 17. Bowling Green making sure it wasn't a fumble. Should be an incomplete pass, and it is. So on 4th down and 17, the punt unit will come out for the Bulldogs.
It brings up 4th down.
And this is a story to watch. Who punts for Mississippi State? They've got 2 guys. This is George Georgopoulos. The other is Archer Trafford. Trafford kind of with a bigger leg. Georgopoulos, if they want to pin someone in deep, they'll bring out number 88. What a great name, George Georgopoulos. Mike Leach says that name's pretty tough to beat. Jalen Embry back to receive for Bowling Green. And with 6:30 to play in regulation, Georgopoulos sends it end over end inside the 5, but it hops into the maroon paint in the end zone. And it's a touchback for the Bowling Green offense. Mississippi State leads by 31.
It's Halloween. We're gonna have a good time tonight.
Boogeyman is coming. He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. Please help me.
It's time to put the boogeyman to bed.
Halloween ends. Rated R.
No fees or minimums and no overdraft fees are another reason banking with Capital One is an even easier decision than this.
We need a clutch hit. Derek. Jeter.
Hang in there, rookie. Yep, even easier than that. What's in your wallet?
Carson and Harry still going toe-to-paw in today's staring contest.
These eyelids don't go down by contact. Want to go head-to-head with the Heisman? Visit theheismanhouse.com.
Let's take a look at today's Capital One rewarding performance. Hey, partner, who do you think this is going to be?
Oh, I wonder. Maybe it's a guy with six touchdowns. Man, that's not easy to do on air on a Thursday practice. 38 to 49, 406. Ties a career high with those 6 touchdowns. Big bounce back game for this offense. Big congrats to my man throwing it around this afternoon.
But Aaron Murray with the congrats, says Will Rogers. If you want to go pro after this year,
go pro, my man. Go pro.
Feel free. Do not challenge that all-time SEC passing touchdown record.
We need to look at like touchdowns per attempts. Bobo, we throw the ball 25 times a game, not 50 times a game. But no, I'm not kidding. Everything is meant to be broken, and he's a heck of a quarterback. I've been a fan of him since day one when he took over a couple of years ago, and you just saw the maturity at such a young age of understanding, when and when not to take shots down the field, when to essentially run this offense, to be the point guard there at the quarterback spot, and he has to be one of the better ones that Coach Leach has had in this system. It's been really fun to watch him continue to develop.
5:30 to play. Jalen Jennings gets the call for Bowling Green, and they'll move the sticks for the Falcons. And I thought something Coach Leach said when we talked to him this week was interesting about how Will Rogers is different this year. He thinks his leadership has taken the next step. But he also said, you got to be a pretty good leader to take over the job as a freshman in the first place. He's the first true freshman quarterback to start for that guy in 2 decades as a head coach. And he said, he had the stones to come into the locker room and take over right away.
Yeah, which is not easy to do. It's not just a matter of, you're not taking over an offense, once again, that throws the ball 20 times a game. You're taking over an offense where you are the guy that has to perform every single afternoon or night in the toughest conference in the league, on the tougher side, division in the West, and throw the ball 50 times a game, and he took it and didn't blink.
First down for Bowling Green. It's Jennings again. Gets the handoff from Camden Orth. Deshaun Page in there on the stop for Mississippi State. But in all seriousness, do you think Will Rogers is a potential NFL quarterback?
Oh, 100%. I do. I think he gets labeled as like a dink and dunk quarterback, but he really isn't. I think just because of the volume of throws, you see so many of these checkdowns, but if you want to go break it down by throws and see him throwing the deep cross, the go balls, the post routes, throw a beautiful post route. That Rara Thomas dropped earlier in this game, he has everything in the arsenal. He's a good size too, checks that box off. Once again, great calming presence inside the pocket with his feet. So yeah, 100%. A guy that we'll see have an opportunity to make it at that next level.
On second and short, Jennings is dropped by Jordan Davis, not to be confused with the former Bulldog in Georgia. Also a great defensive lineman in the SEC. Brings up third down.
Yeah, I think about 60 pounds lighter.
60? Might be conservative.
Yeah, 60's maybe a little conservative.
Jordan Davis playing with the Eagles now. They look good, man. He put it on my Vikings last week.
I'll tell you what, Jalen looks good. For a lot of SEC fans, obviously knows Jalen at his time in Alabama, and I question him as a thrower. And has really worked hard on his craft and really come out this season. Has done a great job of not only running the football, but throwing it as well.
Third down and 2. Orth on the run. Floats it to the running back, Teron Keith, who bobbled it, caught it, but was taken down in a hurry by Marcus Banks to bring up fourth down.
You can tell the running back, too. Keith was a little bit worried about, oh, my God, this ball is just floating. Oh, my goodness, please no one take my head out.
Kind of hanging him out to dry there.
Yeah, it's a little scary right there as a running back in the flat, and especially when you go out there and look at the DBs and the size of these DBs for Mississippi State. I would say probably the biggest group of corners in the SEC.
Sammy Surratt to punt again. And by the way, speaking of SEC alumni on the Philadelphia Eagles, Mississippi State fans are saying, hey, how about Fletcher Cox and Darius Slay, a couple former Bulldogs who are helping make that defense one of the best in the league. And they're a threat in the NFC for sure. Kirk Cousins' favorite receiver was Darius Slay last week. Sur's punt is a short one. Bounces and skips out of bounds near the 25-yard line. 2 minutes to play at Davis Wade. We'll take one last break.
We made USAA Renters Insurance for the stuff you love. Because if it's worth lugging up 5 floors, it's worth protecting for as low as 33 cents a day. It's that simple. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
On an urgent Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Hurry! It's almost kickoff. I am. Oh, they logged me out! What's the password?
Okay, it's P23XR ampersand.
Dude, the caps lock is on! How much time we got?
I missed basic cable.
Here we go. What was there? What was there? Oh no, I got the spinning wheel!
Fanstown by Dr. Pepper.
This commercial. Game hasn't started. They play these too much.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Oh, hey. Buying a car from Vroom is so easy. All you need is a phone and a finger. Just go to Vroom.com, scroll through thousands of cars, then tap to buy. That's it. No sales speak, no wasted time. Just straight up great cars. Right from your phone to your driveway. Go to Vroom.com and pick your favorite. Oh yeah, she digs it. Buy your car on Vroom.com. Vroom. Get in.
Pedestrian fatalities are on the rise. Here are 3 things you can do to help. Dress bright walking at night. Don't walk distracted. And avoid jaywalking to catch the bus. Walk smart, cross smart.
Carson and Harry still going toe-to-paw in today's staring contest.
These eyelids don't go down by contact. Want to go head-to-head with the Heisman? Visit theheismanhouse.com.
To a close of the end of the noon games, Georgia finally pulling away from Kent State. And, of course, remember, getting ready for Ole Miss taking on Tulsa. For those who don't know, Tulsa has the #1 passing attack in the country. And, of course, Ole Miss defense looking a whole heck of a lot better than it has over the last couple of years. That game just right after ours here in about an hour.
All right, good stuff, PP. Can't wait for that one. Tulsa and Ole Miss. That could be a shootout potential. No doubt. Mississippi State, speaking of putting some points up, 45-14 over Bowling Green here at Davis Wade Stadium. Sawyer Robertson is in there at quarterback after Will Rogers' day is over. 6 touchdown passes to tie a career high for the Mississippi State quarterback. Drew Carter, Aaron Murray, Nicole Rigoni back with you on a beautiful Saturday for football here in Starkville. And our entire SEC Network crew has been phenomenal as Mississippi State keeps it on the ground here with Simeon Price. And want to send our best to Tony Heberlin, our tech manager. Want to make sure Tony's doing okay. I know he's watching the game right now. Tony, we're thinking of you. Hope you're doing all right. Get better soon.
He has also a yard, 3rd and 9.
Bulldogs will be home for the Aggies of Texas A&M next week. After that, they're home for Arkansas, starting a little 3-game homestand here. Simeon Price on the catch out of the backfield, making moves out of bounds near the sticks on 3rd down and 9. Davion Daniels in there on the stop for Bowling Green.
Yeah, I know this wasn't the result Bowling Green wanted this afternoon, but I'm excited for their potential in their conference in the MAC. I think you get your head coach back hopefully next week. You get your starting quarterback McDonald back as well next week. And this team has weapons on the outside. Just Mississippi State, man, it was fun to watch this team in person and really answered any questions we had after last week's game for LSU about how good can they really be. And obviously, I think the next few weeks are going to be really telling as they get into the meat of their SEC schedule with some big-time ranked opponents, and I think they'll be able to handle themselves just fine.
Georgopoulos out to punt. Fielded by Jalen Embry. Made a Bulldog miss, and he's brought down inside his own 20-yard line. Yeah, I'm with your partner, Bowling Green. Their coaching staff says, hey, they really feel like they can compete in the MAC this year. They can attack their side of the conference. And like you said, it's a tough matchup today on the road without your coach and without your quarterback. You see Steve Morrison, the acting head coach today up in the press box, but that is a tall task for sure.
Yeah, first off, tall task coming here and playing this team. Second, without, I would say, two of the most important people that you need to go out there and compete, your quarterback and your head coach. And I don't think they're going to be holding their heads too low after this game with kind of understanding what Mississippi State is. But I think there are some positives, though, for them. And obviously for Mississippi State, a lot of positives, especially on the offensive side of the football.
That's Jalen Jennings, brought down by Jordan Davis. Yeah, nice bounce back here for Mississippi State. Coach Leach has preached consistency. I think he said that word or a variation of it about 7 times at his press conference following the LSU loss last week. In his opening statement alone. I know he's not a big opening statement guy, but someone asked for his thoughts on the game, and he talked about consistency a lot. And that's what they didn't have last week. They have it today, and they'll try to build on this next week against Texas A&M. But on this Saturday afternoon in Starkville, it's all Bulldogs. 45-14 over Bowling Green. Brian White, the acting game manager for Bowling Green, looking for his counterpart today, Mike Leach, whose team moves to 3-1. And now, Bulldogs fans, you can sit back at home and watch the Jerry Bowl, A&M versus Arkansas, and see your next two opponents, both here at Davis Wade. Aggies next week, and the Hogs after that. The coach, Mike Leach, is on the field with Nicole.
Yeah, Coach, you told us that your team needed to get a hold of the game. How were you able to get a hold of this one today?
I thought we played well the beginning of each half. I wasn't real impressed with our third quarter. Then I thought our ones came out pretty good. The fourth quarter, wasn't impressed with our twos at all. If our second group's going to play like that, we need a new second group. But other than that, we did a lot of good things this game and got in a good rhythm. And then, of course, I know that Bowling Green had their hardships over there, and certainly wish them the best on that. And it's tough, but I think that I wish they were in a position to put their better foot forward.
What were you most proud of from your group tonight?
That we played together. We played together for extended periods.
Well, congratulations, Coach.
All right, well, thank you.
All right, Nicole, thanks so much. Mike Leach, his team advances to 3-1, and the fans who stuck around here at Davis Wade can celebrate another non-conference win. Bowling Green starts MAC play next week at Akron. Mississippi State is back home for Texas A&M. That'll do it for us from Mississippi State. For Aaron Murray and Nicole Rigoni, our entire crew led by Steve Melton and Dave Burchett, I'm Drew Carter saying so long from Starkville, where Mississippi State wins by 31. Coming up next, SEC Now with Peter Burns and crew in the studio. Take it away, fellas.
Thank you, Drew. Welcome to SEC Now, presented by Yellowwood. And congratulations to Mississippi State getting that win. And now we get ready to head out to another game in Magnolia State. Ole Miss Rebels taking on the #1 passing attack in the country.